Can you be direct in the Canadian workplace? The answer is yes and no. Coming from a post-Soviet country, I grew up in a culture where being direct was not just normal, it was expected. No sugarcoating, no unnecessary smiling, just straight-up honesty. So naturally, when I moved to Canada, I thought, great, honesty is a good thing, right? People should appreciate that. Well, not exactly. Let's just say I made a few mistakes. Okay, maybe more than a few. But no problem, we live and learn, right? Here's the thing, every person has their own tolerance level for hearing the truth. My husband, for example, was born in Canada. He can tell me things directly and I won't be offended because I know he's just stating the facts. But when I do the same to him in my very direct, very Russian way, he sometimes takes it very personally. Not because he's too sensitive, but because the way we were raised to communicate is completely different. The workplace is no exception. If you're an immigrant like me, you might think I'm just telling the truth. But in Canada, how you say something matters just as much as what you say, especially when it comes to feedback. No one likes hearing negative feedback, but if you deliver it the wrong way, it might come across as rude, dismissive, or even aggressive. Here's a funny example. One time I was in a work meeting, and my director proposed an idea. It was not a bad idea, but it had some flaws. And instead of giving a polite, constructive response, I said, oh, that's not going to work. Yeah, not my finest moment. A better way to say it, the Canadian way, would have been, this is an interesting idea. What if we also considered X, Y, Z? That might make it even stronger. See the difference? In my mind, I was just being honest. But to my team, it looked like I was shutting down my director's idea and being dismissive. And if I wanted to grow in my career, I needed to learn how to lead conversations, not shut them down. I know what some of you are thinking, but I don't want to change myself. That's just who I am, and trust me, I felt exactly the same way. But then I asked myself, does softening my words make me a different person? No, it just makes me a better communicator. Think of it this way, if your goal is to be understood and respected, then adapting to the communication style of your new country isn't just losing yourself, it's learning how to win the game. Every country has its own rules, habits, and cultural expectations. And in Canada, directness is fine, as long as it's wrapped in a little bit of sugar. And if you are still not sure how to phrase something, just type your email into ChatGPT. That's actually my secret. I always run my final video script through ChatGPT just to polish them off. So, can you be direct in the Canadian workplace? Yes, but should you sometimes soften your words? Also yes. And trust me, mastering this balance will help you go much further in your career. So what do you think? Have you had any directness fails at your work? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more tips on thriving in Canada. Good luck!